Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make the House of Slenderina. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please do remember to hit that like button as it really helps me and the channel out very much. And if you make it all the way to the end, please share the video with a friend. Sharing is caring. Without any further ado, I'm gonna get out of here. She's creeping me out. Let's get started. So before we begin building, I can tell you that these are all of the materials that we are going to be using. So please make sure that you have access to every single one of these, and then we can begin. So the first thing we want to do, now that we have all our stuff and we've figured out where we want to make it, is we want to place a row of 13, I know, very spooky, white concrete in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're then going to place a double dark oak door. And then we're going to place an additional row of 13 white concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now that we have these two rows of 13 white concrete, we have to add details around the house. To begin, we're going to place white concrete all the way around the double doors. We're going to place 2 rows of black glass above where the door is. And we're additionally going to place 3 more rows of white concrete above this. 1, 2, 3. For reference, that's about as high as the front of the house goes in regards to white concrete. I want you to extend the white concrete that we have on the left of the door by 1 row. I also want you to extend it right also, just by 1 row. The reason being is we can now add 2 rows of black glass left and right of the door. There's many windows on the front of the house, and these are only some of them. Once you have done that, I want you to come to the left side of the house. And I want you to place 2 rows of white concrete right on top of the beginning row. 1, 2. Place 2 rows of glass. Add another row of glass on top. A row of white concrete on top of the glass, and then 2 rows of glass on top of the white concrete. Just in case I said that a bit fast, it ends up looking exactly like this. Now that you've done that on this side, I want you to come to the opposite side and do the same. Begin by placing 2 white concrete, 2 glass, extend upwards, white concrete on top, and then 2 rows of glass above this. Like that. What we're now going to do is we are going to fill in the front of the house using white concrete. So I simply want you to fill in all of the gaps, and you'll obviously have to add more white concrete other than in between the gaps, coming up as high as where we earlier placed the white concrete above the top center window. This is as high as the front of the house goes in terms of the wall. The roof goes a little bit higher, but you can kind of see what I'm getting at here. There we are. That is, so far, what the front of the house looks like. Before we extend things backwards, there are 2 spruce trees. One is between these 2 windows that we have on the left. It's directly in the middle. And to make the spruce tree, you simply need to place a spruce block. Then you want to place 4 spruce wood on top, or 4 spruce leaves. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you take the second or the first lot of spruce leaves and you extend left, right, leave a gap, left, right, like this. And you want to do the same on the right side here. Right in the middle of the 2 windows, literally split in the middle, spruce wood, 4 spruce leaves on top. Take the bottom, left, right, gap of 1, left, right. And we'll have something which should look like that. Now, once that has been complete, we have to extend the sides of the house backwards. We do this by placing 14 rows of white concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We extend each of these sides backwards by 14. However, you can simply extend one side and then extend it across and connect it to the front of the house to give you this shape. Now we have the extremely time-consuming job of making all of the other walls of the house as large or as tall as the front of the house. So this is a time-consuming process, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get doing it. So now we have all 4 walls as high as the front. Next, we have to add in the supports for the roof. On the left hand side of the build, it's very easy to do. All you have to do is place a row of white concrete that is 1 shorter than the previous row of white concrete up at the top of the side of the house. I then want you to do this another time. So again, 1 row shorter than each side of the previous row. And then do this again 1 more time. You only do this 3 times. And you want to do this on the opposite side also. So on this side, leaving a gap of 1 on both sides, row of white concrete, leave a gap, row of white concrete, leave a gap of 1, and finally a row of white concrete, like this. We now have to do the roof. The roof is very simple. We begin on the front of the house by placing dark oak wood stairs coming up onto the sides of the roof, eventually coming all the way up to the top like this. We want to place either spruce wood slabs or spruce wood planks. You'll be much easier, I say spruce wood, dark oak wood planks. You want to place dark oak wood planks in between the dark oak stairs, and we want to place an equal row of dark oak wood stairs coming down like this. The roof is going to overhang the side of the building just by 1 row, and hanging underneath the row of dark oaks, we will be placing upside down dark oak wood stairs like this. That's good. And I'm just going to place the dark oak wood slabs that I have here as well. Much better to use planks, but I only have slabs on me at the moment. Then the next job is, of course, to extend all of those stairs across, including the planks that we have at the top, and we want to repeat what we did on the opposite side. So I'm sure that you guys can use your imaginations as to how you will be continuing the roof. I'm going to speed this bit up because it's very time consuming and incredibly boring to watch. So now we have filled in the roof, and this is pretty much the building complete. You can actually leave it like this. However, if you would like to make it just that little bit creepier, I can show you how to do it. So I'm going to get rid of everything but the concrete, because I don't think we'll need much more. So now that we have all the concretes and we have our building, I want you to locate the doors at the base of the building. It's important to take note of where they are, as we are going to follow up those positions up onto the flat part of the roof. And I want you to take the first 2 dark oak planks that we have here, and I want you to place grey concrete on top of them. You can see where they relate to the positions of the doors and the windows below. I want you to place grey concrete behind them, destroy the original, and extend these up by 2 rows. 1, 2. We're going to place white concrete in front of and around all of the grey concrete, like this. And we're going to place white concrete left and right of this area, equaling the height of the surrounding white concrete. I want you to place grey concrete, light grey specifically, on top the left and right sides, with red concrete coming inwards. I also want you to place light grey on top of the red, black in between the light greys, and white in between the eyes. We're going to place black concrete above and around, in front of, and around is a better way of saying it, in front of and around all of what we have just placed here to kind of give it a border. And then we are going to extend the rows of black concrete backwards until they sit in the same position on the back of the build as they do at the front of the build, like this. Then we're going to raise up all of the black concretes until they are as high as the black concrete that we of course have at the front of the build. Like this. Now that is kind of creepy all by itself. I don't think that you'd really want to go somewhere that has kind of that head on top of the building. But if you want to make it perhaps a little bit creepier, we're going to place rows of white concrete coming out of the side of the head. Now, you can place these as far back as you like, but I'm thinking about on top of the second dark oak planks coming in. I'm going to place a white concrete, and I'm going to extend that to the left, and then up, and then left 2, and then up, left 2, down, left 2, down, left. I'm going to place 2 light grey concrete on top, and then I'm just going to place white concrete to kind of, I don't know how to say this, but I'm kind of just going to reinforce the area to make it look a little bit better. So something like that, right? Now, the point of this is, I'm not sure whether you've actually played the game. I'm sure you have. If you've clicked on this video, you've probably played House of Slenderina, or, you're familiar. Well, the start screen shows you this house that we have, and it shows you Slenderina above the house, very similar to how we have here, and her arms are kind of positioned like this, almost as if she's kind of pushing herself up out of the house. Now, it's completely up to you whether you want to make these goofy spaghetti arms that I'm placing now, but, it's completely up to you. So, on this opposite side, we place 2 white concrete. We go up, right 2, up, right 2, down, right 2, down. We place right, 2 light grey concrete, place another row on top, and then we kind of just flash out the arms to make them look a little bit less weird. Pretty much. Make sure they're both the same on each side, kind of like that. You might not like the arms. I'm kind of torn between whether or not they make the house look better, or they make it look a little bit weird. But I'll leave you to be the judge of that. You could also lay them flat. That looks strange as well. Yeah, it's kind of up to you how you want to deal with this. But that, ladies and gentlemen, that is the house complete. I'd like to clean up a little bit, and then I'd like to show you what this thing looks like. It's a pretty spooky house. So this is what the house will look like once it's 100% fully completed. This is a pretty creepy build to stick in the middle of the forest. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please do remember to hit that like button, as it helps me and the channel out very, very much. If you've made it all the way to the end, aka you're hearing me say this, please share the video with a friend. Sharing is caring. And if you would like to make any more creepy houses, fun houses, horror-y houses, then please check out the card system in the description below for that playlist. I'm gonna get out of here. Slenderina is pretty creepy. Goodbye.